Hey guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to do the Ortega method for 2x2. Now grabbing our cube, what we're going to do is we want to find as much of one face solved as we can. So here we've got two white, two blue here, two blue here. Now because all my other tutorials I've started with white, I'm going to continue with that and not confuse too many people. So we want to get all of the white on this side, ignoring these side colours. So in the beginner method we wanted this one here to be here as the green would match. For Ortega we don't worry about that, just get all of one colour white. So slotting that piece in there like that, finding another white piece here and slotting that in. So we've got all white on one side. Again, doesn't matter that these colours aren't solved. The next step is to get all of the top the same colour. In this case it's yellow, as white is on the bottom, yellow is opposite white. Now there are 7 cases. If you know at least 2 look OLL, you should know 6 of these 7 cases. Now this here is the same as the soon case on 3x3, which is this case here, where we had the one corner orientated and had the corner here. So for this case, just do the same algorithm you would for the soon case on 3x3. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. This case is the same as the anti-soon case on 3x3. It's this one here, where if we had the corner in the front left here, we don't have a yellow piece here, but if we pop it up the back, we do have the yellow piece here. So holding it the same way as for the 3x3 and do the same algorithm you would for the anti-soon on 3x3, which is R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. For this case here, where you have two already orientated and you have a bar to the side, do the same algorithm you do for the horizontal line case in the 3x3. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. When you have the bar here, and you don't have a bar here, but instead you have the 2 pieces pointing out opposite each other, it is the same as this case for 3x3. The 2 pieces here pointing out opposite each other. Holding the bar on the right, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. For this case here, where you have 2 corners diagonal, holding them, the 2 that aren't orientated, in the front left and the right back. It's the same as this case here on 3x3. Do the following algorithm. F, R prime, F prime, R, U, R, U prime, R prime. Now for this case here, where we have no yellow orientated, we have a bar on one side and we have 2 opposites here. It is the same as this case here on 3x3. Cross with the headlights here and 2 opposites here. Holding it so the bar is in the left. R, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U prime, R2, U2, R. And that covers all the cases you should know from 3x3. This is the final OLL case you need for 2x2. So when you have no yellow pieces orientated and you have 2 at the front here, 2 at the back here. Do this following algorithm. R2, U2, R, U2, R2. The next step for this is called PBL, or permute both layers. And what we're looking for is, we're looking for bars around the top and the bottom here. So here we've got a bar on the top here, we've got a bar on the bottom here, and nowhere else. So we want to line those 2 bars up and do the following algorithm. R2, U prime, B2, U2, R2, U prime, R2. Around that solves the cube, and in this case we just do a simple U prime to finish the solve. Now for this case, where we have no bars, it's holding the cube anyway, so the yellow's on top, the white's on the bottom. R2, F2, R2, and then align it. Okay, where we have a bar on one side and no bar elsewhere on the cube, including the other layer, holding it so the bar is at the top and the front. R, U prime, R, F2, R prime, U, R prime. Okay, so when you have one layer completely solved, if you have a bar on the other layer, holding the unsolved layer on the top and the bar to your left, and you want to do the same algorithm that I taught in my two-look PLL video for when you have headlights, or if you happen to know full PLL, it is the same algorithm you would do for T-perm, which is R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F. And the final PBL case is when you have one layer solved and the other layer not solved. Hold the solved layer in the bottom, and you want to do the same algorithm that I taught in my two-look PLL video for when you have no headlights. So this case here where we have no headlights. Or if you happen to know full PLL, it is the same algorithm you would do for Y-perm, which is F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. Okay, so that's about all you need to know for the Ortega method for 2x2. I'm just going to do a quick example solve. I'm going to do this colour neutral as well, so I'm not necessarily going to start with white. Just looking around now to see which face might be the easiest to start with. And I reckon red is going to be the easiest to start with here. Got two here. And by doing a U, I can pop that one straight in like that. Now for this case we've got soon, and we've got double bar here, just like that. Now for this case here, it looked like orange might be a safe start. Also yellow, if you held it here and you did a U2, you could line those two straight up and in. And I'm going to go with yellow. I'm going to go with yellow. So there we go, straight into a soon. There we go. Well, I hope that helps you to get faster with 2x2. Thanks for watching. Take care.